I love teaching and mentoring traders that are on my team. And in this specific video, I absolutely blew his mind. Stick around and see how I did that. Hey team, I can't make this up.
Team take profits on the move, the movement is real. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills.
Now, this is what I'm going to do for you, Bashar. This is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to make you a believer. That's what I'm going to do for you. Because I don't think you're a believer yet. All right. So let's go back. And let's walk through. 50% bounce. Drop. Started to pull back to the 50%, boom. Fibonacci, hit towards the golden zone. It stopped at the 38.2, but it wicked out around the 50. You should have been using the tools that we have given you to make money off of that drop. Okay? But your question is field retracements. So I'm going to walk you through them. How to trade it and how to get into that, that's another day. You got to go to the field videos. Now, price comes down here. Oh, price blows past our 786. Okay, we ain't going to be all day on this. Where's the 786? Right here. I'm going to put it right in the middle of that gap. Oh, price closes above the 786. You know what that means? That's the last line of defense for us to catch this sell again, if it's going to be a sell. So price closes above the 786. Guess what? The game changes. The game has changed. Because now we're going to wait for the fib to go the other way. And boom, all of a sudden, it's popping off at the golden ratio again. All because it closed above the 786. When we was in that downtrend, it closed above the 786. Last line of defense. That's why it's red. It's my stop loss, basically. Oh, you want to close above here? Oh, I know what you're doing, market. I know what you're doing. I need to reverse. Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna wait for you. Now don't be late and pulling it when they actually already down here. Be ahead of the game. Once it closed past the 786, flip that fib around. Boom, caught him. Caught him. Boom, own up. Oh, hold on. Jay taught me about that 50 moving average. Oh, it's above the 50 now? Anybody, please, somebody tell me, when price is above the 50 moving average, what kind of market are we in?
Buyer's market.
Buyer's market. So why aren't we thinking buys now? Why wouldn't we switch the fib around then? Are we thinking on that level? We're in the buyer's market. Oh, let me go to the 4 hour. Let me test a fib. Oh, a fib don't make sense there. Let me go to the 1 hour. Let me throw a fib there. Let me play around both ways, which makes sense. Oh, on the down, it was a downtrend. Oh, you closed above the 786. Okay. Oh, snap. You went above the 50 too. Oh, okay. I got you. It's making sense now. Boom. I'm going to be waiting down here for you. I'm going to be waiting for you. Come see me. I don't care how long it takes. I'm not in a rush. Come see me though. And it came and saw you. And you should have had a strategy. Would I be teaching you in my training academies? Not in my training academies, but in my team training videos. I got strategies to make money off of this bounce. Moving average strategies. You know, Martin, holla at your boy. Martin trendline color change. Look, oh, green light, let's go. Bounced off the 50. You could have caught it here. Oh, if you trade solely off of this Martin trend color change, then you would have took that, but you would have took it here. That boy turned green, take it here. You know we don't buy high, we buy low. So you're gonna either buy here or you're gonna wait for the next cycle. But you're gonna buy low. I don't care if it turns green up here. You're not buying it here. Okay? But look, oh, let's go back to Simone. What do we have here? You see these blue lines? These are my supply and demand lines. So now you got zones off of that. Break this zone. Break it. Didn't break it. Look, by the way, I didn't move this fib. This fib is from this low to this high, Bashar. It pulls back to the 50. If you're scared to take it here, which you should be taking it here or somewhere up in here, right? But if you're scared to take it, I mean, you got the stochastic curling up. So, but if you're scared to take it on a 15-minute, the 30, which I really think we would have, but if you're scared to take it here, then draw your zones up. How do I get my zones, Simone? I'm showing you. Oh, you break that finally? Oh, fine. Oh, finally you break my supply zone? Oh, we off to the races. Oh, that don't look like much. That's not nothing. That's 2 candles. Where do we get in at? At the zone? 67 pips is not much. That's enough to change your life. And I don't even catch that. I'm catching 15, 20 changing my life. You just caught 67. All because you waited. You waited for the market to come to your understanding. You know, some people would have just took it down here. Like, what are you waiting for? Just take it down here. Bounces off the 50. You're playing games. Take the trade. And then, but you got some people that their understanding is not to that level. So you got to find what your understanding is. What is the rules according to your understanding? Do you have any good rules? Okay, I just gave you a few of them.
Can I ask you something real quick, Jay?
Go ahead.
So what you're doing now, well, I know you're trying to teach, but what I want to ask you, which is probably, anyway, make a long story short, would you would back test before you would trade, make an actual trade? I mean, that's what it kind of seemed like you, well,
I'm just back testing with the team, you know.
Right.
Live, I'm already know what I'm looking at. I just go back in time and look at these zones, but I'm not really back testing. I'm just looking left to find structure, to find my zones. Okay, that's what I'm doing live. Like tomorrow, like in the morning, that's all I'm doing. I'm not just back testing, is testing your strategy, seeing how good it is. I'm not trying to test the strategy when I'm trying to make money with you guys. So that's what back testing is. And I have a video how to back test.
Right.
All right. So I back test. All right. So that's when I'm on the weekends. That's when I'm away from you guys and I'm studying. But when I'm trading, I go back in time to find zones and structure.
Okay.
All right. So now I'm on a 1 hour. So now you got to ask yourself, what patterns do I see on the daily? Oh, I don't see any? Okay. Possibly a flag pattern forming or possibly whatever, right? The 4 hour, what patterns do I see? I'm not really seeing any patterns. All right. 1 hour, what patterns do I see? You keep asking yourself, what patterns do I see? And then you go to my cheat sheet and you see, oh, do it look like that? Nah, it don't look like that. Oh, it look like, I see a head and shoulders. Oh, an inverted head and shoulders. So now you start marking it up. Because that's exactly what happened here, right?
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question about the Fibonacci. So when you pull out your fib on a 1 hour chart and you see the retracement on the golden zone,
yeah,
you know, you were looking for entry on the 15-minute. But when you go back to 15-minute, the zone is different. I mean, the fib is different. So it kind of, mess you up. Do you pull out a Fibonacci on 15-minute or what?
I have got real saucy with it and put a fib on a 15, but I don't really understand what you're saying because look at this. For an example, let's see here. Okay, right here. Let's rewind. No. Let's do it like this.
Hey Jay, I think he was saying like the golden zone that you put on the
it don't change, bro.
It's the same golden zone from the 4 hour and the same golden zone on the 1 hour?
It's the same. Cause watch this. I know exactly what he's saying. Look at this. So now you mark your golden zone. How is that going to change? That is not going to change. Watch this. I'm on the 1 hour replay. Watch me go to the 15-minute. How did that change? It's the same thing. It's just more candles. That it did not move a lick. You got the same zone, waiting for price to come to it. All right. I forgot. I don't know who really asked that question though.
His name.
Who?
I think is Taiwo.
Okay.
I think what happened to me earlier was maybe because I put it on the 4 hours. Because when I put the fib on the 4 hours and I went back to 15, it looks way bigger.
So there go the 4 hours. That's the 4 hour. So I went from 1 hour, 15, 4 hour.
It didn't change.
It's gonna look different, but I would say squeeze your chart in. Hit the auto button. The auto button is gonna adjust your chart to normal.
Where is he at?
Right here on the auto, right here.
Oh, okay.
Hit the auto button, and then it'll make your chart regular. Now, if you want to squeeze it down, if you want to, go ahead.
Okay, I think that's what's wrong with mine.
To me, I did not find this fib on the 4 hour. See, I found this fib on the 1 hour, so I'm not even going to go to the 4 hour for this fib. I am going to go to the 4 hour and look at how big the candle is, right? Because that's price action. You want to read the action of the candles. So that can give you a determination on, do you really want to take it or not? Because if this is a full candle, a full green candle coming down here, you know it's going to bounce off the 50. You feel me? But what if it's a whole bunch of red little candles getting there? Oh, man. That might push down a little bit more. But if it's a solid, not a solid green candle, but like if it's let me see. Let me go back and see what happened. So
like it's an engulfing candle.
So it was a red candle, put a big wick on the 4 hour. That was an indication that we're going to go down. It pulled back, but it kept dropping. And then this was a red candle coming down here. This was a red candle at one point. Do anybody understand that that was a red candle? When it was down here, it was red. Then when the body came up here, it turned green. When this candle passed this red one, it turned green on it. But when it was down here, it was a full body, a little fat little candle down here, red. But it couldn't sustain because you got this fib. So it just turned around at the 50. But I mean, I guess you could have found this. I guess you could have found this this situation on a 4 hour, looking like a possible head and shoulders. I guess you could have found it, but I found it on the 1 hour. It just looked a little bit better to me. All right, so Kyle, was you got any more questions with that though? Because I don't want to leave you hanging. But
I'm good.
Huh?
I say I'm good now.
Okay. So how do we capitalize on this head and shoulders? Because I believe somebody asked about patterns, maybe not. But it dropped down and it pulled back and it made a lower low. All right, so let's rewind it. Because in the beginning, you don't know that that's a head and shoulders. Right? You don't know that that's a head and shoulders right there. But what is the forming of a head and shoulders? When you get the trend line break. When you get the trend line, you got an inner trend line right here, and you got an outer trend line here. When you break the inner trend line, okay, that's why I be saying, guys, when I be drawing out those trend lines, like I be understanding this. So like when you break this one, if you break this one and whatever retest on the zone, it's gonna test the outer one. When you break the inner trend line, it's gonna try to retest the outer trend line. It might not break this one, but it's gonna test it. All right, that's just a note. All right. So once you break this trend line, okay. Now you gotta be able to see head and shoulders possibly forming, because price can come up to this zone. You see, Simone, back to Simone. Do you see how? Do you see? You feel me? You see how I get these zones? I can't believe I'm giving away my secrets. But we don't compete, we dominate, and one of the ways that we dominate is by giving.
All right, team. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative for you guys. If you guys want to be a part of these powerful trainings that I hold for my team every single week, and if you can't be a part of those live trainings, then you know what I'm saying, you can watch the recordings. We have the recordings. You can watch the recordings. No big deal. Catch up on it later after work or whatever you need to do. But yeah, guys, I would love to serve and help you guys, because Team Take Profits, we don't compete, we dominate. And one of the ways that we dominate is by giving. So all my Team Take Profits family, before you leave this video, give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. And let's make this money, baby. Peace.
50 pips a day, watch the money drip. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills.